body daddy if you wanna drop the addy. Give me love, give me Fendi, my Balenciaga tatty. You gon' need to bag it up, cause I'm spending all day. You can watch me back it up, I'll be gone in the air. And he gon' be Prada, like me, like Rihanna. He always call me cause I'm never, cause no drama. And when you want a baby, I know I got you covered. And when you need a baby, just hop onto the cover. Money don't lie, daddy's getting high at the body shop, doing something unholy. He's sat back while she's dropping it. She be popping it, yeah, she put it down slowly. Oh, he left his kids at home so we could get that. Mommy don't know, daddy's getting high at the body shop, doing something unholy. Body match, you tear it down, be a mannequin, she need it done. Coming back again to the body shop. Tell me when could you want stop? Your hair and want me more than you do. If you wanna, you can bow to me too.
Someday we'll have our last conversation and drink our last cup of coffee. Someday we might be 80 and think about the different things we used to say. All the memories of you will just become a ghost of a smile caught in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. One day it could be over. The moon could seem so far away. Despite all the adventures that we promised we'd go on again and again. All the memories of you and all the stories we were a part of, lost in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. I won't forget how it feels to be loved, to be remembered by someone as special as you. Someday I will drink the last cup of coffee with a smile. I won't forget how it feels to be loved, to be remembered by someone as special as you. Someday I will drink the last cup of coffee with a smile. just love obsession. Your struggle breaks my pleasure. I move you slowly, like bishops, castles, queens. You'd be so lonely if there were not for me. The passion, touching a pain, hanging the power we hold over your mind, over your body, and your signed away soul.
If you're looking to impress, entertain, not be of use, then prove you care as much as you say you do.
I want you crying for me. I want you. I want you. I want you fighting for me. And when you pull away,
Cry for me. 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 Go on, boy, weep. Licking those tears, lick 'em off your cheek. It's clear as day, your masquerade of independence obsolete.
want you to bleed, feeling the fear from your front row seat. Pricks in your brain, how entertaining. Those so desperate here to please are all-consuming. Worship is all I want. Is that much to ask? Now I know it's not. Don't you want to give up your lives and love me? So baby, choose your sacrifice. How do I know? You called the other day, I stayed away. I left your shit on red 4 times today, and it felt like bliss. Used to miss your kiss. Now I'm hop, skip, jumping over narcissists, throwing all your stuff into the abyss. Now the role is reversed and told you I'm a switch. How you like my spit, that's for all the biz that you left me. And see the horns on my head, they're from goddesses, goddesses on God. I never knew what it meant to be content with you. Everything I expressed, I professed, it never quite made it through. Said it's all in my head, all in my head. Whenever I spoke my truth, no, I won't defend you to all my friends. This time I refuse. If you bite my hand again, I will never feed you. You can call me evil, take it to the grave if you wanna play pretend. I won't be mistreated, please call me conceited. Took me way too long to put this to bed. Loving you was lethal, guess that makes me evil. Evil, 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 evil. Remember when you smiled right to my face, as all my little tears of oxalate, they made a shape, revealed the snake. Now I'm stop, drop, rolling over all your jokes. Every time you tell a lie, I'm praying that you choke. Should've listened to the signs and the horoscopes. Hope you never cope, hope you're still bum soap. Crack your head like an egg when I see the yolk. You were such a hoax. I never knew what it meant to be content with you. Everything I expressed, I professed, it never quite made it through. Said truth. No, I won't defend you though, my friend. This time I refuse. If you bite my hand again, I will never feed you. You can call me evil. Take it to the grave if you wanna play pretend. I won't be mistreated. Please call me conceited. Took me way too long to put this to bed. Loving you was lethal. Guess that makes me evil, evil. If you bite my hand again, I will never feed you. You can call me evil. Take it to the grave if you wanna play pretend. I won't be mistreated. Please call me conceited. Took me way too long to put this to bed. Loving you was lethal. Guess that makes me evil, 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 evil. Loving you was lethal. Guess that makes me evil.
Yeah, what you say? Cinder. Knock, knock, walk right into hell's door. Cross me and I bet you get what you paid for. Underdog of the undercity, keep it risky. Don't you test me, run away now, kitty. I drown in self-doubts, despair and breakdowns. I rose back up, welcome the one and only hell. Snuff out all of the lights, I'm the one who will guide. All the ones who strayed away, you gotta realize. Resurrection. Like Shylily, I'm reborn again. I'll say amen, just close your eyes, the fire's burning. Yeah, you know I'm relishing. And every breath you take, it fuels the flames. Yeah, I'm so devilish. The demons stepped away, we're lost, but now I'm fucking breaking them. You can hate me, but I did what I set out for. I'm the top of that you wanted, but you won't score. I'm the demon stalking you, your words like daggers. I'm immune, I'm so taboo pursuing you. Nothing that you can even do. My forsaken souls are listen close. You best give it up, give it up. You're all mine, 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 mine. Don't you love it the way I do the most? Don't speak, sip it up, sip it up. You don't hear my name. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Getting tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Getting tricky, tricky. Welcome to the chaos and mortality. I'm wreaking havoc if I see it and I want it. Yeah, you know I gotta have it. Demons deep inside me tell me I'm everything but a vanity. I'm like a forest curse, a fly again, I'm everlasting. Everlasting love. I'll give you my touch. Harbinger of disarray, like sure I know she's reality of men and monsters, yet I'm stuck in. I'm glassing the empires, rising, falling, you're right. Evil in the residence is evidence, I say my name. My forsaken souls are listen close. You best give it up, give it up. You're all mine, 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 mine. Don't you love it the way I do the most? Don't speak, sip it up, sip it up. You don't hear my name. I'm the big boss, I'm everywhere all at once. Terrible mirage, match you until you're just us. A singularity, mental prosperity. Supernova if you test me, so tread carefully. I'm more than timeless, I'm overtaking it all behind your conscience. I lingered there from the start, they say they want it more. Go ahead baby, go explore. I'll consume you, what's it to you? See, I told you before that everything I do is calculated. Princess of the toilet faded, by the gods above created. Everything you see I'm ancient, soaring higher, all is greater. Never fade, just call me faker. Hear me in those endless whispers, know that you can't replicate it. Stay in your lane unless you're ready to feed the drains. On the hunt, I'm steady and you're out of your league. Come to the moon, I'll be sure, cause I'm always there. Looking down, say hello, yeah, you best beware. My forsaken souls are listen close. You
Hey, my LGs. If I sound a little different right now, it's because I have a lot of pop in my mouth. Because trying to quit smoking. You know, getting healthy and all that depressing shit. So I got the poll up. Now we're tied at 50-50. So I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes. I played my name, Boss Rush, because it hit 2 million. And it was a little celebration. I really like that song, by the way. I do. So I don't mind playing it. But you know, it hit 2 million, and I kind of want to celebrate the fact that I did it. That it, not that I did it, that it did it. God, words are going to be hard tonight. See what? Okay, we're now have 3 votes. Like I said, I'm going to give it to 805. But, yeah, I want to just go over a couple things that I've recently posted. Okay. Just so there's no confusion and people say I'm doing things to get attention. Of course I'm doing things to get attention. When do you think I do things? You know? But let me go over this. This one right here. It was a joke. Okay. I mean, I was in a weird frame of mind. I was like going, you know, everybody's, you know, I'm getting all this repost and likes and all this stuff. But when it comes to my stream, no one reposts my streams. No one reposts that Twitter, or whatever. They don't spread that around, but they spread everything else I say around. So I figured, I was like, I was like, that's weird. I'm like, okay. And that's why I put it this way. It's a joke, okay? I'm not being serious. I just want to make that very clear. I'm not being serious. You don't have to repost my streams when I'm about to stream. You don't have to repost that. It's fine. And it's like, it was a joke, okay? I just want to make that very clear from the beginning. It was a joke. The other one is this one. I said before, I'm not a nice person, nor am I kind. Just want to make that clear. What I mean by that, I don't go out of my way to intentionally hurt people, nor am I just going to, no, I don't walk around kicking puppies and stealing candy from babies, except for this little lollipop I have right now, because I took it from the baby walking down the road. That was a joke. I can't believe I have to say that stuff, because I know some people will take it seriously. But, you know, what I mean by that, the best example I can give is that when my son was coming home from school one time, he rode the bus, and somebody one of the kids smacked him up by the back of the head, and I literally got on that bus, looked at that kid dead in the eye, and said, "You smack my kid again, I'll smack you." And then look at the bus driver and say, "Do your fucking job. You're supposed to make sure these kids get home safe and not bullied." And then I got off the bus. And of course, the lady sit there and try to yell at me. And I told her to fuck off. No one hits my kid. I won't let my kid be bullied. So was that a nice thing? You know, nice for my son and everything? Could I got into a lot of trouble? Yeah. But I got irritated and pissed off. That's why I stopped being a nice, kind person. You know, if you seen or listen to some of my streams, you can tell when I get irritated, because certain words start flying out of my mouth. It's just like, the filter is off when I get irritated. But, all right, let's see what we got. Okay, we're going to start with Taiga. Poll's over with. I'm going to start with Taiga. All right. So why am I talking about this? Okay, hold on, I gotta do this. This is for timestamps purposes. That's the reason I gotta do this. Why am I going to talk about this? It's 3 years old, almost 4. Simple fact being, this VTuber has gotten hate for 4 years for nothing. Let me repeat this. This VTuber, once known as Bunga Taiga, now known as Taigaholic, has been getting hate for something he did not do for 4 years. And it comes up because certain things have happened within the past week. I wasn't really planning on talking about this, because I have talked about it in the past, and and I never made a dedicated stream for it, but this here happened. Anybody who doesn't know who this is, she was one of the people who didn't like Taiga. This person here. And we need to start at the beginning to truly understand what's going on here. To truly have a full perspective of how wrong this situation is. How something so disgusting continues to happen. Not just to him or her. I'm sorry. I gotta use the correct pronouns. My bad. Her. Things that happen to her. Not her. Her. Why heinous things keep happening to her. But we gotta start at the beginning. How it all started. So let's start there. We'll start at the beginning. All right. How did this hate campaign start? Well, according to Google AI, which is actually right. According to several Reddit and YouTube sources, the hate campaign against Taigaholic, a VTuber, appears to have been initiated by a former Twitch moderator of Taiga's channel, known as Vince's Base Archive, or whatever that is. This individual accused of stalking Taiga and orchestrating mass false reporting campaigns against him, leading deplatforming of Taiga's YouTube channel, Twitter, TikTok accounts. There are claims that this individual targeted other VTubers like Shylily, Squid-chan, and Fifi as well. Additional to this individual has been reported in the past, Discord and Twitch moderators of Taiga were also involved creating a document that aimed to expose them, further fueling the controversy. It's important to note that Nuxtaku, another influencer, has also accused of falsely portraying Taiga as a groomer and contributing to the negative narrative surrounding them. It's partially right. Let me say again, it's partially right. I don't know if Vintage Base Archive, stupid thing, was actually a moderator for Taiga's Twitch channel. What I do know is that a document was created. Wrong one. by two former Discord moderators and someone that donated money to Taiga on Twitch stream. Which, as you're going to see, was a large sum of money.
Is what? Hey, hey!
As the
Like I said, a large sum of money. And that's just the first time he donated. This is not like Mr. Beast donating. At all. This person kept on these amounts, and it did get higher. As it continues on. Taiga's mistake was he kept the money. That's really what his mistake was. He kept the money. When someone donates that large amount of money, it's typically, unless it's Mr. Beast or someone in that type of circle, there's a string attached to it that they want something from you. And this person here supposedly, allegedly, wanted something from Taiga. I'm going to let you make your own logical conclusions on that. What would someone want from a person who's gay? They had a habit of doing, basically doing the whole parasocial thing. What would a male person want from a gay VTuber? I'll let you make your own logical conclusions on that one. But he got with two former Discord moderators. And they put together a website and a document when supposedly, allegedly, Taiga turned down their advancements. Okay. I gotta say supposedly, allegedly, because there were documents, but they're no longer available online. And you can't even use the Wayback Machines to find them. Okay, they've been scrubbed from the internet. I don't know if someone took them down or if Google Documents had a glitch and just deleted them. Just don't know. I can't say this person did it or that person did it because there's no proof that they did it. But there are things here that still hints to it. Okay, these three individuals created a document accusing Taiga of one, being pedophile, two, having inappropriate conversations once with a supposedly underage person, and purchasing underage lewd artwork. And also saying derogatory things about the LGBTQ community and saying racist things. That's what their document claimed. And it was spread. They had websites. This Adrian person had a lot of money. And I do mean a lot of money. He was in cryptocurrency, and apparently he had a few $1 million to his name. And excuse me for a minute. I had to deal with those. In other words, I had to put my phone on mute. And let's just say he had plenty of resources to create a narrative. A narrative which, no, people choose to follow. And if they actually took time and looked at it, whatever. I had stuff here. Oh, there it is. What are you doing? That certain people took it upon themselves to say it was gospel. These people push this narrative around within the VTuber community to get Taiga canceled. One of them, okay, was her, Marina. Who is she? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I saved it. Yeah, I did. I'm not 100% organized like I usually am because I wasn't sure what I was going to start with. Okay, Marina. Okay. Of course, she's on Blue Sky. Whatever. No, that's her prerogative. Okay, she's a Twitch partner. She, hers, her pronouns. She's a progressive politics and human rights. I make bigots mad. Hopefully she includes herself in this. Taiga's gay. She ran around with this document calling Taiga a pedophile. And that he bought child porn and all this other stuff. All these accusations with, he took a lot. If I wish I had access to that document, because if you read it, you would see big leaps in logic, big holes in the accusations. And one of the things here to remember, there's no proof that Taiga did anything. And the one thing he did admit to, when it was something he did when he was a minor. And it wasn't something serious. Okay. And we'll get to that part. But we're still working on the people who helped propagate this stuff, who started this. Now, we got to remember, Adrian and the 2 former Discord mods. Well, they wised up. They realized that, hey, he hasn't been arrested for doing any harm to children. We can't call him a pedophile. We can get sued for defamation. And the 2 Discord mods can't, the allegations they made based on one DM, just one, which was basically, from what I understand, I wish I could show it to you, but I have seen it, was a joke from It Was Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Was it a bad joke? Yeah. But it was a joke. It was obviously a joke. I mean, anybody who read that document must have a brain capacity of a 12-year-old in order to believe it. Which explains why she started spreading around and telling people all these heinous things and using that document as her proof. No, I don't like people who spread false accusations. I also don't like people who manipulate people to, get clout, to enlarge their audience based on doing things to hurt someone that had done nothing wrong. It's just one of those things where it started to snowball. And there was other players involved. I don't know 100% sure if this person, this Sylvia, whatever guy, was involved in the original spreading of this said document. There is people who believe he was. Couldn't find proof. I'm just being honest. I couldn't find proof. But he has shown, and there's, when I ask Google AI, leave. I don't yet leave. Don't know that why that shit's downloading. When I ask Google AI who this person is, I don't know why it didn't go to that, but whatever. It comes up with a whole bunch of unrelated stuff to Taiga. Okay. And it's just one of those things. It just asks why someone who's basically been canceled, Taiga, and wasn't really part of this. I mean, we have Adrian, vintage base archive, basically the guy who mass flagged Taiga's channel, his Twitter, and all his socials, and others. We'll get to others in a minute. But he wasn't in this. But he apparently has come into play for some unknown reasons. Okay, which we'll talk about in a later. But the interesting thing that happened was someone decided to step in. To put his 2 cents in. Nope. Wrong one. Sorry. Where was it? Well, let's tell you to say. Leave.
I suppose it's literally a cancel culture, isn't it? Contrary to popular belief, I'm not drama obsessed, and I'm not very good at this. Inexplicably, a YouTuber, VTuber, they released a video and a bunch of tweets claiming that I had lied about the reason my channel was taken down, which obviously I didn't lie, right? I've been documenting every single strike and warning, and the person who has been harassing me and stalking me about these strikes and warnings for months. It's all well documented. I mean, it was until my Twitter got taken down, I suppose. And then the stalker's Twitter got taken down, I suppose. So maybe it's not as well documented as it used to be, but we have a lot of screenshots and we've got a lot of, messages from them dating back months. So she made a video basically saying, hey, you're lying about the reason you were taken down. You were actually taken down because it was ban evasion, which obviously doesn't make sense because it can't be ban evasion if I wasn't banned yet. And, the screenshots and the emails all say nudity and sexual content. And that's pretty seriously claimed that I lied. But the problem is she kind of used this claim of me lying about why my channel was taken down to then imply that I was committing fraud with the GoFundMe. Basically, because I was lying about the reason my channel was taken down, there would never be any chance of this GoFundMe, and the lawyers succeeding. And therefore, I purposely deceived you guys into donating, because if I lied about the reason my channel was taken down, then I'm lying about the reason I'm making the GoFundMe. It wasn't well researched. The reason my channel was taken down is well established, and we made it clear with the GoFundMe that it's not a guarantee of anything. It's just, it is what it is, we're gonna try. I don't know. I don't want to spend too long harping on it. I went over their initial apology last night on a separate podcast, Under the Tea. Gave them the correct information several times, which they initially ignored on Twitter for a good while. Eventually, she realized, okay, I'm very, very wrong. And then she made a new apology, which is up on her Twitter now. And it's also up on her community channel, the community posts of her YouTube channel. I'm upset that this keeps happening, I guess. I'm upset that people
It's something that keeps happening. Why this small hate campaign? Let's face facts. This person here, this Maria person, at the time wasn't very big. She didn't have a large following. Put this way, she didn't have as large a following as Taiga did. Taiga, I believe, if someone can correct me if I'm wrong, they can post a comment, or post it in chat, and so everybody can see it. Had about 800,000 subscribers, and was well on his way to 1 million. I mean, I think at the point of when this happened, he was streaming or being a VTuber for about a year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's probably the time frame there. But anyway, I believe it was about 800,000 when all this happened. Maria, not even close. Not even close. And for whatever reason, she didn't like him. Or her. I think at the time it was him, but that's no. I'm gonna. Okay, he doesn't have his pronouns up. If I misgender you, Taiga, I do apologize. Okay, but she was not as popular. She was not as successful as the rate he was going. So she was spreading this stuff, going to his friends and tell him, hey, he's a pedophile. Hey, he brought CP. You shouldn't collab with him. He's going to drag you down. Manipulative tactics. Based on a document that a caveman would have trouble believing. But she finally found someone so damn gullible and so mentally handicapped. He chose to believe it. And he partnered up, or let me rephrase that. He didn't partner up with somebody. He collabed with somebody that didn't have the wherewithal to say a magic word. That be you see the names I'm typing. And I'm doing this for a reason. Let's spell his name. This video here, 2 years ago. All right.
So there is this.
Okay, let me be very clear. I'm not playing this video. I can't stand Nux's voice. It's literally like nails on a chalkboard for me. I just can't stand his voice. That's not the reason I don't like him. There's other people who I think are good people. I just can't listen to. I can't listen to them. Their voice just like it gets on my nerves. I just can't listen to them. But this was 2 years ago. All right, here we are. This is where he admits that he edited a video. Okay. The part he edited out was the accusation he made that he didn't know the whole story. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you. If someone said that, I don't know the whole story. I got 3 options. 1, I could not say anything. That's plausible deniability. Okay? I could say nothing. Unless asked, do you want me to talk about? Then I can reply with something, whether it be a yay or nay. Okay, that's on me. 2, I could do the nay move. I could stop. Since we don't know the whole story, we're not going to talk about it. No. Wash our hands of it. We don't know what's going on. Let's not talk about it. Or 3, get a goofy grin on our face and basically say, tell me more. Guess which one Moist Critical? Charlie did. He got the goofy grin on his face and said, tell me more. All right? That makes him complicit in this. Because at this particular juncture, 2 years ago, Nux's reputation was shit. Because of the V Shoujo stuff. His reputation was shit. That's why he was collabing with people like Moist Critical, like Mudahar, like people who have a better reputation than he did. So he can get a rub of their reputation to help his reputation. And so he would do these collabs with them so to make him look good, for Nux to look good. Well, in this case, he has now anchored his reputation around Moist Critical Charlie's neck and pulling him into a shit show that he probably doesn't really want to be a part of. But getting back to it, like I said, Nuck says, I don't know the whole story. Charlie gets a stupid grin on his face and says something to the effect of, tell me more. And proceeds to accuse Bunga Taiga, now known as Taigaholic, of being a pedophile and a groomer, which was something that was not in the document, by the way. That's something that Nux made up all by himself. He said, according to a friend. According to a friend. I wonder who that friend may be. I wouldn't have a clue to who that friend may have happened to be to give this so-called factual document to Nux, or tell him about this wonderful, well-written, this is sarcasm, by the way, document to Nux. Just wondering out of curiosity. I wouldn't have a fucking clue. And the infinite brain power of Nux Taku proceeded to not only to say what that document falsely accuses Taiga of doing, but also all on his own added groomer allegations now. All right. So, he edited it out. Well, this is something that he said, possible. I read it and I caused possible. This is the first time he ever cared about possibly causing misinformation. After this, he never gave a fuck again. Okay? This part is true. He did reach out to Taiga and apologize to him. It was a half-ass apology, in my opinion. Okay? And we'll let Taiga explain that when we get done here in this part. And just discuss my plan going forward with him. I hope the truth comes. It did. Okay, 2 months after this video release, after it had over 250,000 views, the truth came out. Okay? Hope the truth will be guilt or innocence. And I intend to set the record straight in the future when I understand the situation better. Taiga informed me that there's a private investigator working on this with the police and asked that I drop it for now. Okay. Hold on. Attitude. Charlie has nothing to do with this. This was privately recorded and only on my platform. Moron. It was a publicly released video. Charlie has everything to do with it. And by the way, we can edit this. This became unpinned and it was down for a year. So for a year, no one saw this. You forgot to put this. Oh, I apologize for this being down for a year. My bad. He's a fucking moron. I'm not specifying who. Because I think Charlie's a fucking moron too. Nux and Charlie are fucking morons. And the reason being, they don't have the wherewithal of researching shit before opening their mouth. You don't make allegations of someone being a pedophile and think you can just brush it off. Or not apologizing for being so fucking wrong publicly. Now, those two we're going to say they did. Now, listen, I spent $20 of my own money to get Charlie to say he said it on a stream. I dare you to go find the fucking stream. You will have to wade through over 2 years of streams to find it. Because it's not in the fucking title. Same with Nux. Now, there's clips of Nux saying he's sorry and all this stuff. But you're not going to find a dedicated video with Taiga's name in the title. Him apologizing. Because it's not worth the effort. He thinks he's done enough. He thinks everything should be fine. Nux and Charlie, you're not the victim. You're not the one who's been called a pedophile. And thanks to Nux and a groomer, going on 3 years. That's not happening to you. For the last 3 years, it's been happening to Taiga. What gives you the right to say, I've done enough? You weren't the person that was wrong. Hey, Nux, I'm going to put it to this way. People saying, hey, V showed you treated like shit and all that now after all that drama. What makes it better? What makes you better than V showed you right at the moment after what you did to Taiga? You buried everything in streams. You don't put his name in titles. You have never come out with a video with Taiga's name in the title, say, I fucked over Taiga 100%, like you currently do with all your so-called investigative or reaction content. I mean, I can make a thumbnail saying Nux and Charlie are 100% fucked right now if I want to be a moron. But because of Charlie Moist Critical's brand, because of his reputation of calling out other content creators, that he has, he goes by another name other than Moist Critical and Charlie, Internet Jesus. I know it's a joking thing, but people look at him as a beloved content creator. So when he took part of a video where someone is being accused of being a pedophile and a groomer and a purchaser of CP, it carries weight. Whether you think that's fair or not, it doesn't matter. It's the reality. It may be, and no one can really argue with that. Charlie's reputation validated those false accusations at the time. not Nux. Nux's reputation has been shit for years. No one takes him seriously. Okay, he wants to be Charlie. He wants to be Asmongold. He wants to be Tectone. But he'll never be those people. Because his reputation is shit. No one trusts him. But the damage was done. Then eventually a document, which I can't show you anymore because it's not up anymore. It's called the Exoneration of Bunga Taiga. I'll admit, this is me admitting something. In my opinion, I have problems with that document. Because I do have I have family that was in law enforcement. I know how reports work. I know how investigation reports work. There's no opinions. It's just facts. Opinions are the last thing stated. You don't start your report with an opinion. PIs don't do that either. And Nux, get your fucking facts right. Taiga didn't hire this person. I wish you would do research before you let bullshit fly out of your mouth. This happened 2 months after this video. I really wish I could show you that document. And also, the reason why I want to show it to you, one, there is some things in there that clear up some misconceptions. But the main thing I wanted that document for is this. Taiga admits when he was a minor, he purchased lewd artwork of anime characters from Hunter x Hunter, if I remember correctly. They were fully clothed, they weren't nude, and what they were doing was kissing. That's it. That's the CP, by the way. That's the deplorable thing that Taiga admits when he was a minor. He has stated that he's never purchased anything like that since then. I believe him because there's no proof that he has. There's proof that Nux has done some pretty fucking heinous shit with artwork, but not Taiga. And he regrets it. Is that no? Let's be honest. Two fully clothed, so-called minor children, anime characters, kissing. Yeah, that's CP, all right, I guess. And what the fuck is wrong with you? The other thing that he admits to that he was when he gets stressed out, he will say some mean things to people. And he did say mean things to his moderators. He was venting. They took it personal. They also wanted to have, according to some people, a very, very close relationship with Taiga. Just saying. Taiga, at this time of when this video went up, I believe was 19. All the shit that supposedly happened, the pedophile stuff, the CP stuff, being mean to minor. No, people, I want to make this very clear. And I've said this about other things. When you're 19, you're not fucking mature. You're very, very immature. You make mistakes. You shouldn't be held accountable for the rest of your fucking life. Unless it was illegal. Which things that Taiga did that he admits to, I hate to tell everybody that hates him, wasn't fucking illegal. Not a damn thing he did was illegal. Not according to Canadian law, not according to American law, and quite frankly, around the world, it wasn't fucking illegal. I mean, purchasing artwork of two fully clothed male individuals kissing isn't illegal. Regardless if they're minors or not, it's not fucking illegal. At all. Now, some people can have issues with it. Fine. But you need to recognize the fact it isn't illegal. And you have to recognize the fact Taiga was 15 when he did it. He was a minor himself. And the things that he's accused of doing as far as being a pedophile, he wasn't a legal adult at the time. He was still a minor under the law. And by most society standards, he was a minor and immature. Unlike someone who's about to turn 30 and hasn't grown up from the time he was 16 and has matured to a level of a 12-year-old, Taiga has an excuse. I don't know what Nux and Charlie's excuse is, because they act, all that I just described, maturity, about to turn 30. Yeah, I believe Charlie's over 30. The brain, the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. Both of them. And the inability to take full accountability of their actions. They could have put out a video 2 months after this one. Hell, 6 months after this one. A year after this one. And it will help decrease the harassment. But they didn't. They buried it in streams. They ducked and weaved from taking accountability. Now, people are going to bring up the fact that, hey, Nux went on this stream and apologized. He went on that stream and apologized. He went on this stream and apologized. He is a pussy. Let me say that again. And I'm going to be even clearer. Nux and Charlie, Moist Critical, are pussies. They are cowards. They're immature little pricks. Because they think they've done enough. That they have righted their wrongs because it makes them feel good. So basically what Nux Taku, Moist Critical / Charlie are saying, fuck the victim. Not literally. Fuck the victim's feeling. Fuck our victim's reputation. Fuck the victim being able to follow his dreams because we feel like we've done enough. Boys, it doesn't fucking matter what you feel. It only matters what your victim feels. And that's Taiga, not you two. So grow up and be an adult and take public accountability for your actions in the same way that you help destroy someone's dreams. Because you two are pathetic. Now that I've basically sat there and gone after two major, well, one slightly popular VTuber in Nux, but a major content creator in Charlie. Yeah, that's going to help me a lot. So, but it doesn't stop here. Whether they intended or not doesn't fucking matter here. What they did, the result of the action, the result of having Moist Critical Charlie in this video, they amplified the hate campaign. They gave it credence. They made it credible. That's what they did. Whether they meant to or not doesn't fucking matter. Only thing that matters is the results of their actions. So here's the thing. Because they did this, more people joined the hate campaign against Taiga. More people. And one of those is called Vintage Base Archive. Vintage Base Archive mass reported all of Taiga's socials. All of them. To get him canceled. Now, people are going to say you can mass report a YouTube channel and it won't get it taken down. I don't know if that's true or not. Because there's different ways to mass report. Does one username constantly reporting a video effective? No. But someone that has multiple usernames to make it appear like it's a large crowd because, no, let's put it bluntly, they have fucking issues. Well, yeah. You can get someone's channel terminated. You know, and here's the thing. He managed to scrub this from the internet, by the way. He admits that he reported Taiga's channel 48 times until it got taken down. I'm going to do the whole thing that I don't particularly enjoy doing, which is reading between the lines. Was those 48 times the same user name? Or is it 48 different usernames? No, the questions that people don't want to ask. You think, oh, he's using his own rule. There's only one username 48 times. Oh, because they're stupid. They don't want to ask the hard questions. They don't want to think like a depraved individual, which apparently this person is. Because to go after someone that you just don't like, oh dear God, I don't want him to anything to do with VTubers I like. This person has problems. He has serious fucking mental issues. To go after someone who he doesn't like because he doesn't like their content, or doesn't like because they're gay, doesn't like because certain things that he posts on Twitter, which, I'll be honest, I don't particularly like them either. But here's the thing. Unlike him, I don't watch Taiga. I hate to tell you all this. I don't need to like someone's content in order to say that the stuff that's happening to them is wrong. That people who do things that are wrong to other people just to gain quote unquote clout are disturbed. When they level false accusations against people or do things to get them canceled for no other reason, because they didn't, these people, the people they're doing this to have done nothing wrong. They have some serious mental issues. I'm just saying. And if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. People going after a content creator because they just don't like their content. They have this inability of, hey, I don't like this content. And the brain goes, here's an idea. Don't fucking watch it. Block the channel. It is an option on YouTube. And I'll show it to you. If you don't like someone's content, let's just say I don't, no. Let's just say I don't like Lydia. I can go over here and see these three buttons. Okay, I want to make sure everybody can see the three buttons. The three dots right here. You can click on that. Oh, look. Don't recommend channel. Oh my God, it's so fucking hard to do. I don't know how people... It'll take all of 3 seconds of my life. I don't know if I can do that. It's so goddamn difficult. Yeah, I'm being facetious. Like I said, I'm not a nice person. If you don't like Taiga's content, just don't fucking watch it. Other than that, leave the guy alone. Or girl, depending on pronouns. Because I've gotten mixed messages about which pronouns to use. So, you would think after, the document exonerate came out that the hate campaign would go away. That the wonderful, inspirational Nux Taku's apology that came out half his ass would be enough to stop the hate campaign. No. It kept going. And this is where you need to pay attention to timelines and, do some motherfucking research, you goddamn moron. At the beginning of 2024, according to Taiga and other sources that were there, he tried to end his life. Because the harassment didn't stop. I bet that would make Nux and Charlie so proud that they drove someone to suicide. They helped drive someone to suicide. That wasn't their intention. Well, it's also their intentions to never make a public apology either. Taking full accountability of their action. that is also their intentions. They destroyed someone publicly, and they bury all this shit in streams where they don't even want to put the person's name in the title. Because you want to know why they won't do that? And I'm being serious. I'm not being facetious. It's because they're ashamed of themselves. And if they do that, they have to admit they did something heinous. Listen, there's been a lot of drama I've covered over the past few weeks. None of those dramas, in reality, other than the V Shoujo stuff, by the way, is as heinous as this. Calling someone a pedophile. Calling someone a groomer. An abuser of children. Is pretty fucking sick. And not to publicly have a video with the guy's name in the fucking title is pathetic. That means you are, one, you're afraid of the hate you're going to get. Well, you deserve the fucking hate. Next, you're getting the hate anyway. What? You're still, it's still being talked about today. It hasn't gone away. Your part in the hate campaign, Charlie's part in the hate campaign, is still being talked about today. 3 years later, it hasn't gone away. Why? Because you never take public accountability for it. You bury it in streams. Both you and Charlie done that. That's why it hasn't gone away. That's why it hasn't died. And until you do, until you and Charlie make a fucking video taking full accountability with Taiga's name in the title, showing that you're not hiding from it, that you're not running from it, it isn't going to go away. And don't do a half-ass apology. Understand what you did. You helped amplify a hate campaign. You helped created an atmosphere where harassment was approved of. Because whether you meant to do it or not doesn't fucking matter. It's the results. You created a toxic fan base to attack Taiga. Well, I never told people to do that. Doesn't fucking matter. It's like saying, hey, don't send harassment or hate to anybody I mentioned in this video. Doesn't stop people, does it? It's going to fucking happen. You may sleep better at night by saying that. But let's be real. Doesn't fucking do any good. Now, after Taiga tried to end his life, lucky, he was lucky. Nux and Charlie are lucky. There were people there to stop him. This is other people. Then he took a break for 5 months. Not after when that video was published, not after that document was released 2 months later after Nux's video, after he tried to take his own life. Nux, get the timeline right. It shows how much you care about this shit when you don't even want to make the effort to research anything. So here we are. Now, that could have been the end of it. You know, it would die down. It would go away eventually. It hasn't gone away. The harassment still happens. Mostly because, no, let's face facts. I have absolutely, okay, where is her? There she is. Okay, she posted a Twitter post. Okay. Let's see. She made a Twitter post. Basically, I wronged people. Hey, if I wronged you, please, DM me. I'll apologize to you. Hey, stupid bitch. You're the one that wronged people. They don't have to fucking DM you. You DM them. Or, grow a brain cell if you haven't hit your head against the fucking wall one too many times. And make a public apology to each person you wronged. Maybe start there. Because then maybe people will actually take you seriously. And maybe it will help with your reputation of being a manipulative. I was going to say a certain word, but I'm not going to say that word because I don't want to get myself into any more trouble. A manipulative bitch. Okay. Oh, and just want to know why this all came up. Remember when I covered Adora? Marina was hurt by Adora. Adora was saying bad things about Maria. In Maria's case, I'm going to say this. Was it too fucking hard for her to say bad shit about you? Now the truth come out. If you're ever socially pressured by Adora or other friends of hers to distance yourself from me, I'm always happy to talk and reconnect. I'm too old for social drama and holding grudges. I can't imagine how many people were told lies about the things I never said or did by her, or people trying to earn favor from her. I hope I can clear things up with at least some of these people. Well, let's just skip over the fact that the harmful and negative things you said about people that you don't want to take accountability for because you're a stupid bitch. Just say. That's not derogatory. I'm not being derogatory, by the way. I'm basing that on your actions. Just like when I called Nux and Charlie pussies, I'm calling you a stupid bitch because you don't like it when it's done to you, but it's okay if you do it to other people. Yeah. You're a stupid bitch. You know? I'm gonna keep on telling people I'm not a nice person. And when I get irritated, the filter flies off. And this bitch irritates me. Not as bad as that ant girl that said a certain word. She's only at bitch level. She has to go a few steps more to get to that other level. Okay, now let's talk about somebody else. Okay, let's talk about something else. Okay, Taiga's channel got taken down. It came back up. The vintage base archive guy mass reported it again, and within 6 hours it was down, and it's been, and YouTube, wonderful reporting system, permanently nuked Taiga's channel for things that every content creator, a lot of VTubers have done on this platform into Windows. He didn't show any nudity. By the way, you know, naked yoga is actually a thing on YouTube. You can actually watch that video. Children can watch that video. Minors. Okay, minors is defined by law. Anyone under the age of 18 by law in United States is a minor. That's almost 100% across the country. Legally, you are a minor if you're below the age of 18. But if you're 16, you can watch naked yoga on YouTube. Now you know why there's an AI age verification thing going on right now. Because YouTube is that fucking lazy. Basically, YouTube would be better run by a bunch of chimpanzees than the current people who are actually running YouTube right now. Because at least the chimpanzee probably wouldn't keep a convicted child porn producer's content up. And probably will actually enforce their terms of service fairly and correctly. Because if you're going to take Taiga's channel for into Windows or just saying words in a humorous fashion that is slightly can be taken sexual, you might as well ban 95% of the content on your platform, buddy. Taiga didn't show any nudity on his channel. How I know? It's a wonderful thing called the Wayback Machine. You can go look it up. There was no nudity. There was no nudity in his thumbnails. I had watched some of Taiga's VODs. I don't particularly like his content. I'm being honest. I don't like his content at all. So I don't watch it. That doesn't mean I dislike Taiga himself. I don't dislike Taiga. Okay? Just because I don't like his content doesn't mean I dislike him. I can do that as an adult. I dislike Nuxtaku and I fucking hate his content. See the difference? A person's actions define who they are. If you say things like, I'm ashamed of the things I've done before, and you take no actions to correct it, then you're not ashamed of what you've done. Okay, let's talk about this this dude. Now, you got to remember, Taiga has come back. He has come back on Twitch, which is the only platform he can stream on. He most likely could stream on Kick if he wanted to. But he doesn't want to, apparently. I've seen the tweet. This person has made a big deal of Taiga donating some money to charity because he had a GoFundMe to raise money to get a lawyer to try to get his channel back up from YouTube. Basically, the lawyer he probably got told him it was a pointless endeavor and there's no point in even trying. Okay, he had money left over after hiring a lawyer to look into going after YouTube to get his channel back. Which I kind of wish more content creators do, who got wrongfully terminated, and file a class action lawsuit against YouTube. Because maybe they'll actually do something about their heinous reporting system they have. I mean, my opinion, if you falsely report somebody, then you should be banned from the platform. You should be IP banned from your platform. And if you use a VPN, YouTube should have the right to go to that VPN, because I hate to tell you all this, they know when you use a VPN. And get their IP from the VPN and ban it. And to ban the IP that the VPN uses. YouTube, Twitch, all these streaming platforms, all these platforms that post content can do that. Yeah, it takes money, but they can't fucking do that. Okay, so this guy who goes by Saliva, whatever how you say that name, Unmasked, has an issue with Taiga. I believe, and I can't confirm this. Someone accuses him of being one of the former mods that helped create that document about Taiga being a pedophile and a groomer. No, sorry, not a groomer. I do apologize. He didn't accuse him, but purchasing CP. Okay. He was also one of those people who were caught up in the Adora thing. Feel bad for me. And what did Taiga do with that money? That's what Taiga did with the money. And he has a problem with it. It's right there. You know, when you take the money, you could have options, and I believe and once again, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Taiga told his community that's what he did with the money. He didn't hide it. Could he return that money through GoFundMe? Yeah, he could have. But I believe his community is fine with the fact that he donated that money to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. That's the only people who have the right to bitch, to be honest with you. This person here? Should keep his fucking mouth shut. Really? He should keep his fucking mouth shut. He didn't donate money to Taiga. So what was his issue? That's the truth. He should just keep his fucking mouth shut. I've never seen so many people pissed off about people donating to a fucking charity, doing something good. And people go, well, I can't believe that this person donated. I can't believe that person donated. How fucking small of a person do you have to be to complain about that? I don't like them, so I'm going to say they're a horrible human being to donate to charity. I'll say that you're a bunch of fucking morons if you complain about it. I'm going to get clout because I'm going to complain about someone who's donating to charity. Yeah. You should get clout with a hammer on your head. Period. End of discussion. But, you know, here's the thing. This dude here. Okay. I think I got it here. No, I don't. But, you know, he's also, like I said before, he's part of the Dora drama. I like the fact this is all coming back to a previous stream. It's slightly amusing to me because I didn't realize. Okay. He's part of this. He's right there. Yeah, he goes after someone who donated to charity. And he wonders why, from what I understand, he has a piss poor reputation in the VTuber community. And the simple fact that he goes by, he's got a nickname that he gave himself, The Bulge. What are you, 15? I mean, I know I sometimes have a little bit warped sense of humor. I mean, just look at my jelly short. You can tell I have a little warped sense of humor. But I would never call myself or give myself the nickname The Bulge. Might as well give yourself the nickname. Don't take me seriously as a grown ass adult. That should be a nickname. You know, and they will never apologize for Taiga for harassing. Or never come out saying they were wrong promoting that document full of false allegations. They'll never admit that Taiga took accountability for buying lewd artwork when he was a minor and hasn't bought it ever since. They won't. Why? Why can't they be adults? All the people I've mentioned, Marina, this silvyspark guy, Nux, Taku, Moist Critical, Charlie, be adult. Be adults. Admit your mistakes. And go to your victim. What do I need to do to make this right with you? I did something horrible to you. What do I need to do to make this right with you? How can I get your forgiveness? I will say this. This is an example they can use. And some people are going to say it's a bad example. I say it's a good one. It's public. She's not hiding it. It's not buried in the stream. It's there for the world to see. It's there for her to get hate. But she's not hiding. That's a public apology. In the same way that the accusations happened. It was a Google Doc that accused her. It's a Google Doc apologizing. One for one. And in my opinion, it's a very good apology. She took accountability for the things she done. She took accountability for the things her manager did. She didn't hide. She stood tall and took it. In other words, she wasn't a fucking coward like Nux, like Moist Critical Charlie, like Marina, like Sylvia Sparks. It's right there for the world to see. She's not hiding it. Whether you like the apology or not, you can't deny the fact she's not hiding her apology. She's not burying it in a stream. She's not doing anything to hide the fact that people don't like her. No, she's not streaming. She's not. You know what? It's not your place to decide when she should stream and when she shouldn't stream. The people who say that stuff, the people who say that stuff about Taiga, are the same people who want to just feel good about themselves because they got nothing else going for them in their life. That's the only thing that makes them feel good, by attacking Cinder, by attacking Taiga, by attacking Fruit, by attacking Rad, and other VTubers and other content creators, because they're that fucking pathetic. And those Marina and the others that were friends with Taiga and dumped his ass as soon as there was a hint of controversy. And when the controversy turned out to be a big giant lie, which, by the way, the creator of that original document has come out and said they lied. You can find it. I just didn't want to spend 6 hours looking for it again, because it takes a while. But you can find it where that Adrian admits he lied. That the Google document was all lies. But Taiga still gets hate. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to toss this out there. And I'm not saying this is true. Maybe Nux and Charlie don't like gay people. That's a possibility. Maybe Nux felt infuriated and was so afraid that Taiga was going to become far more popular than him. that you couldn't handle a gay person being more popular than he was. That's a possibility, because, no, let's face facts. Nux has a problem with successful female content creators, because look what he does in his thumbnails with female content creators. He has a problem with them. Pattern of behavior, buddy. Pattern of behavior. And if you say you're ashamed of that, well, fucking change your thumbnails, dumbass. And people will stop talking about it. Apologize sincerely in a public video to Taiga. And guess what? Majority of people will stop talking about it. Same thing, Charlie. You don't need to team up with Nux to make a fucking apology video. You could do one on your own, taking full accountability of your part of not saying, hey, Nux, we're not going to talk about that because we don't want to falsely accuse somebody and get them canceled. But you didn't do that, Charlie. You sat there and got a fucking goofy-ass grin on your face and kind of went, tell me more, boss. Tell me more. Spill the tea. Tell me lies. Like the song goes. Tell me lies, tell me pretty little lies. That's what you did. And you were wrong for it. Because you could have stopped it. Right there, right then. But you didn't. So, like the saying goes, when you raid the whorehouse, well, you arrest the piano player too. If you don't get that fucking reference, no, open up a goddamn history book. Okay, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Other than this, this has been going on for 3 years. 3 years of hell. Every time Taiga streams, I'm sure he's got the words blocked, where he's being called a pedophile, being called a person who grooms minors, purchase child porn, all this stuff. I'm sure he's got that blocked in his Twitch chat now. But occasionally he sees, like, people who don't like Cinder, they come on Twitter, X, and all that stuff, and make those comments to him. Then he has to mute and block, and it gets tiring of dealing with that bullshit. You know? You know, if you pay attention to this past weekend, I got tired of dealing with it. And I'm really not a person involved with the Cinder. I'm not involved with Cinder at all. I don't know her. I've never talked to her. I haven't watched her content. I do like her music. I posted something for her so she can hopefully understand there's a person out there that knows what she's going through. And people have twisted it and turned it into something ugly. Well, next time I make a post like that, the only person that's going to be able to respond to it is Cinder. Because I won't let it become something like that. I can't stop people quoting and making snot comments and all that shit. No, I can't stop that. I can accept that. But I can prevent it becoming something ugly by just allowing the only person to comment on that tweet is Cinder. The same way when I posted something to Taiga, the only person that can respond to it, because his DMs are closed, is Taiga. No one else. Because I don't want the people who sit there and go, oh, what are you going to talk to the pedophile for? Duh, 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 duh. It's not being protective. It's being fair. It's trying to do the right thing. It's easy to spread hate. Hey, well, let's be scientific. You know, it's a lot. It takes a lot more energy to spread hate than it is to spread positivity. It's a scientific fact. Because your brain has to work harder to be hateful. Because your brain is programmed to look for the positive. You got to work hard to look for the negative. Because that's all you want to see. But your brain is supposedly wired for you to see the positive. There's no positivity in hating somebody for no valid reason. When there's a valid reason, your brain doesn't have to work that hard because it's justified. But that's pretty much it on Taiga. And now we'll go to chat here and we'll have a little discussion. Let me do this, because that way I'll know where to put the timestamp at. Okay, we're going to do a little chat discussion here. I don't mean to, I wanted to get that done. I wasn't trying to ignore y'all. I saw comments. So, all right. Oh, welcome to the stream, Ghost. Ghost Dust. Maria participated in a harassment campaign against people who played Hogwarts Legacy. That is this caused GamerSub to drop her. Good. Good. I'm surprised she was popular enough to get GamerSub's attention. I put my bet they want to remove. The whole thing with Taiga, he was on an upward trajectory of becoming popular. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to be one of the most popular VTubers, but I would say that he would have some brand recognition on equal to or even greater than Nux. Okay. Hey, GR, welcome, man. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Sweaty Goth Mob is a hell of a handle. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to actually know her. Drop in for reference so I can edit the clip. Don't have to look at it. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, because he didn't have to pay for it anymore. Is the Cinder Drama Mean Girl World War One? I hate to tell y'all. I mean, I love the Cinder community. I do. They know that. I've said it multiple times. I am very proud of them. They have treated me with nothing but kindness and respect. But the Cinder drama is not the first of its kind. Hopefully you can kind of look at my streams. You kind of notice that the Cinder drama is not the first of its kind. I mean, I just talked about one. That one's the Taiga stuff. It's been going on for almost 4 years now. Tourists get lost. Hey, Clanker! Oh, hi, JJ. I forgot to say hi to you. GR, that's more common than you believe. Folks love to be negative and pretend it isn't it. Yeah. It's, people who just want to be, hate on people who never will ever know them. It's amazing. I mean, you can say the same thing about me, or what I say about Nux. But at least I'm putting my voice out there. I'm not hiding behind a tweet. I have made my opinion about Nux very public. I'm just saying, I have made it very public. Not only on X, but on YouTube as well. Okay. Parasocial violence is drama, opium, or copium, I think, of the internet world. I don't like parasocial. I mean, I'll say, like, Saba is my Oshi. And I'm kind of joking about it because I don't feel right about saying it. I like Saba. She entertains me. So I watched her streams. If she was streaming tonight and she was going to stream until 9 o'clock, guess when this fucking stream will start? You know? I was a fan of Gura's. When she streamed, I watched. I supported her. I didn't say she was my Oshi. Because, you know, a 57-year-old guy saying that's kind of fucking creepy, okay? Let's be honest here. It is kind of fucking creepy. But she entertained me, and I enjoyed watching her content. So, Saba, I enjoy watching her content, so I'll watch it. I enjoy watching doobies. So, like yesterday, I watched a VOD. I enjoyed watching Nightmare, so I'll watch the VOD. If I don't like somebody, I'm not going to fucking watch their video. But taking it to the level where you think you're actually in a relationship with somebody, or that you pay an exuberant amount of money, so now they have to be in a relationship with you, well, that's being mentally disturbed. That's not parasocial. That's psychotic. Okay, I'm very aware of it and distance myself from those people the second I sniff it. At least I don't have to worry about anybody being parasocial with me. Man, after the Cinder drama, the Shrimpies treated someone who knows the truth about the situation like it's a thought crime. I kind of see where you're coming from, JJ. It's like you don't have the same opinion of me, so I'm gonna sit there and try to beat you down and make you feel like you're an awful person until you agree with me. If someone tries that with me, it'd be like, good fucking luck. I'm far more stubborn than you are, because eventually I'll tell you to go fuck yourself and block your ass. Just do not know how Nux is. He makes money. It's the same reason why he still has his heinous thumbnails are still up. Well, I have a theory about that, but I'm not going to get into it. And why some of his content that does break terms of service is still up. He makes money for YouTube. If you make money for YouTube, you can get away with shit. Shit, Sniper Wolf dox somebody, put their house online, and you know how long she got demonetized for? 4 days. That's how much YouTube cares about safety of content creators. Just say, if you make money for YouTube, they'll let you get away with shit. That's all. They went after Shylily for donating to charity. Yeah, I saw that some Cinder fans and other people went after Shylily for that. I'm kind of like going, dude, it's not a fucking big deal. It isn't. I mean, it's like the V card thing. It's not a big fucking deal. You know? So what? No. Getting a rise out of somebody because they do something that's minor or not even really. It's like the fucking lore video. People got outraged about the lore video. I'm like, it's not a big fucking deal. It's not like that she literally had Cinder in the lore video. If she did, I will be with you all 100%. But she did. Okay? It's not a big deal. Don't make it a big deal. Because it's a non-issue. At the end of the day, it's a non-issue. Don't make it one. Because then you only thing you're doing then is making yourself look bad. Now are you? Okay. Oh yeah. It says separate on X are chill though. YouTube wants just push the narrative that we are simps for internet clout. I get that. I'm starting to get that from people. Like I'm just doing things for internet clout. Yeah, like I got 59 subscribers. One more to 60. Yeah, I got a lot of fucking internet clout. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people fucking listen to me. Yeah, yeah. Go with the fucking narrative. I, I I don't remember if I said this or not. The reason why I cover the stuff I cover, I don't like people being falsely persecuted for things they didn't do. It bothers me. Seriously, it bothers me. I fully believe taking full accountability of your actions. That's why I have a problem with Nikes. That's the reason why I have a problem with Charlie. I was a fan of Charlie. And when I dug in, the reason why I know so much about Taiga is because I did 4 months of research on Nux. Because I was going to do a video about him. I think, and I've said this before, by the way. I have a tendency to repeat myself because I'm old and my memory goes haywire. But anyway. And when I realized that Nux is dragging Charlie down, he's keeping me. Charlie can't disentangle himself from the Taiga stuff because he was there. He helped promote the hate campaign because he didn't stop Nux. Put it this way. Taiga can sue Nux for defamation. And he can sue Charlie for defamation. Nux because he said it. Charlie because he was there and didn't stop it. And agreed with it. Charlie is far more important than Nux because Charlie has the better reputation. So that better reputation carries more weight than Nux's poor reputation at the time. Because remember, as I said, at the time, people didn't like Nux, didn't trust him because of the V-Shoujo stuff. So Charlie's reputation is what really helped amplify the hate campaign. That helped got more people going along with the narrative. Let's see, where was I? Should Lily make an apology? I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm gonna be honest about it. We'll talk about in the Lily video part of it, okay, JJ? We'll talk about Lily. We'll talk about it in the Lily stuff, okay? This is about Taiga at the moment. I feel like people need to raise their middle fingers and then just reestablish themselves as separate people. Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, and I can't show you Taiga's feed because there's some stuff on there that's going to get me terminated on YouTube. Taiga has kind of handled this very well, very maturely. Okay, sometimes he does dip into the immature lane. Okay, hey, I could just click on that. I should have done that. See, Bulge Boy. Oh, it's like he's fucking 15 in the football locker room. Okay, as you can see, mature fellow. It's like, this is so hypocritical because the things he's done and said, and he's like, yeah. But man, you know, yeah, this is heinous, this is awful. Well, take a fucking look in the mirror, dude. You know? Take a look in the mirror. Like with Nux saying the shit he says about Hassan Piker. Take a look in the fucking mirror. You have done the same shit. I hate to tell you. You're not anti-Semitic. I'll give you that one. And I'm assuming that you never interviewed a terrorist because I don't want your fucking content. but you have done some pretty sick fucking shit, Nux. So, no, take a look in the mirror. Clearly toxicity mixing with power hunt. Yeah. It's starting to show up in the VTuber community. I mean, like I said, the VTuber community is going through growing pains. So when as the community gets bigger, you get toxic people involved, and one of two things are going to happen. Either the community exiles the toxic people, lets everybody know, hey, people like this guy is toxic. Don't interact with him. He's done some heinous shit to other VTubers. Whether you like those VTubers or not, doesn't fucking matter. Don't trust him. You can say the same thing about Nanolis. You can say the same thing about Shylily if you really want to. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you all can say that. You can say the same thing about Dora Bunny. You can say the same thing about that ant chick VTuber. Don't interact with them. Don't trust them. Okay? The community will eventually exile these people. They will slowly fade away, and it takes time. Or people start listening to them, and the VTuber community implodes. It's one or the other is going to happen. We gotta leak this to the press. And doxing is a federal crime. Yeah. If you don't subscribe, you will receive 5 times the amount of spam email that you normally would for a week. Oh, by the way, GR's my PR guy. Mamaka's Cinder video got 20K something views. More people are learning the truth. I told you all, I told you guys, the narrative is changing. I wish the narrative is changing. I mean, today I looked at Brazilian law. That's why I made that post on Twitter, and we're starting to get into the Shylily stuff. This one. Because I read the laws for Brazil about internet privacy. And there was some stuff in there, and I'm definitely not a fucking lawyer, that I sit there and go, okay, she leaked private DMs under Brazilian law. Would this part of the law apply because she leaked it, and the person whose DMs they are is not a Brazilian citizen? That's why I added. I'm not saying there's something there, but I have questions about it. What I read. Yeah, the last part's a little snarky, but and that's why I asked, like Legal Mind said, I got questions. If someone leaks a private DM and makes it public, did they just break Brazilian privacy laws? That's what I'm getting at. That's why I'm confused, because I'm not 100% sure about. I'm not going to say Nanolis broke the law because I don't fucking know. But I have questions, and I'll probably never get the answers to it. But yeah, the last part was snarky. Maybe I shouldn't have added it in there, but what the hell? All right. Wait. What? Why Brazil mentioned? Oh, because we're gonna watch 12 hours of Brazilian MRE videos, Clanker. How about that? Oh. What's going to happen to the VTubers when Nanolis is gone? Nothing. there's other artists out there just as good as her. Nothing's going to happen to VTubers. I mean, there's plenty of large VTubers that don't use Nalys's artwork. I can name one right off the top of my head. And in my opinion, her model, the artwork for her model, is far superior than Nalys. Okay? Nothing's going to happen. I never heard of a case of people having issues for leaked DMs. Well, if it was a Clanker, what I'm asking is, it was a private conversation about business. In reality, yeah, there were some things that shouldn't have been said in that discussion, but it was a discussion about business between two people. There were other people involved. Okay, this wasn't a public forum. This wasn't a multiple person DM chat. This was two people, possibly a third person being sender, which I don't know. And if it's just two people, I'm thinking there is a certain expectation of privacy about what's being discussed. And to bring that into the public, did they violated Brazilian privacy laws? Because there is a couple sections in there about personal data, that kind of stuff. And to address, because a DM is technically data. If you get down to it, it's data. And it's personal data. And there's another part in there that said to release personal data, you need to have consent from the other party. So I am not sure if Nalys broke Brazilian laws if it applies to a non-Brazilian person. Because there's a section in there where it talks about a non-Brazilian person that can, and if they can be held accountable under Brazilian law. I don't know what the standards are. So that's why I'm not sitting there saying Nalys broke the law. What I'm saying is I have questions. The law upholds that corpos are responsible for securing the data that is now. I don't know if Nalys has been incorporated. I mean, she's running a business. I'm assuming she incorporated herself in Brazil. I'm making assumptions here, which I kind of don't like doing, but I'm assuming that if Brazilian tax system is the same thing in the States, people incorporate themselves when they have a business for tax reasons. Okay. Have you heard about the Black Drugs even? Yeah, I heard about it. Maybe I will talk about it. I know VTubers are talking about it, but yeah, I find the whole situation fucking disgusting. But the subject matter in that is gets me kind of heated. So I'm cautious about covering it. I'm being honest. I'm just cautious. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm saying I got to be cautious about covering it. Maybe if it counts as doxing, yeah. Doxing would be illegal if any information shared was done maliciously, inaccurately liable, which sounds like it could be the case. Well, by having read it, you already know more about it. She didn't reveal any personal information about redacted or sender. She never called them by their actual names. But she did talk about private contract negotiations, about future projects that were going on that impacted Cinder's business, Cinder's brand. She did do that. You could say what she revealed, there was context missing in those DMs, which is what a lot of people have complained about. She cut out context to make the narrative fit her point of view. So could it be libel? Maybe. And that's where I'm at on it. Robot Joe. Yeah, that's, that one will be yeah. I'm just gonna leave it like that. There's more liable than doxing and a contract. Yeah, the tricky thing with the whole thing with Nallis and Brazilian law is because if you want to have an NDA, it's $1,000. But if the law states, hey, you can't reveal this, you don't need a fucking NDA. Nallis needed to follow Brazilian law. That was my point. Okay, you don't need to pay $1,000 for NDA. Nallis had to follow Brazilian law. That's what I'm getting at. And that's the question. Did Nallis break Brazilian law? We need a pope for the... Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me pull up what I wanted to... Okay. First, I need to go back to my bookmarks. Just give me a second. Okay. I want to bring that up. I want to go over here. Go into this folder. Open that up and pause it because I... Make sure it stays paused. Okay. Pause, you stupid thing. You can buffer as much as you want. Okay, before we start on the center, I'm going to take a quick break. And I just don't want you sitting here in silence, so I'm going to play some music. So just bear with me for a second. I'll find a song real fast. Play some music while I take a little break. Music. First VTuber song I see that's not corporate, I'm going to play. Of course, there is. Okay, we'll play that one. I'll be right back.
To the town of Aquafria rode a stranger one fine day. While he spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, clearly looking all around. He's announced my roof's running, came a whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was a vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He was here to take an outlaw back, alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. Texas Red better run. Wasn't long before his story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with that big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Now the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 20 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. And the ranger's aim was deadly with that big iron on his hip. Wait, what? Big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. He did. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with that big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with that big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. You never challenge the big iron. Big iron, big iron.
Hey, be happy. There was a horse in the video. Okay, we're moving on to the Shylily stuff. All right. All right. Do I promote this on X that I'm talking about Shylily? I guess I better. So you can see if I could get some more people in here. Nothing that's wrong with what I got. I mean, you know, if more people want to take part, more interactions, you know, it's always a good thing. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, I like adding people. No, when I'm going to talk about someone, I'll let them know. If it's a little doohickey up there. All right. I got that off there. All right. See if I could get more. See if more people want to hear what I got to say. All right. Why do you think I didn't post any horse videos in chat? I knew there was one. Oh, we're clairvoyant now. It just happened to be the first one I came across, and I had to go to the bathroom real fast. So also, I like this song. All right. Okay. So, why do I want to talk about Shylily? Yeah, and if you can tell about technically the screen what you're seeing right now, it's about how petty she is. And I'm not just talking about the Cinder stuff. I mean, let's face facts. The stuff when I was thinking about doing a video about her, is there real drama around Shylily beyond the Cinder stuff? No. Nothing major. You know, and there's not little no things she has said, little hints at her personality, be a way to put it. That you kind of go, okay, that could be problematic. But is it drama or is it a something to point to? Go, aha! No, it's none of that. But there is what I see a problematic behavior that she has. The keylogging thing. Oh, that was fucking petty. If you're questioning whether your partner is faithful or not, you don't do a keylogging thing. You confront them. Do keylogging petty, immature, childlike behavior. Adult, confronting the problem, confronting why you think they're cheating. You know, be an adult. Talk to the person. It's like Shylily fully debunks all of Cinder's apology. No, she didn't. This 37-minute video could be summed up probably within 30 seconds. I don't accept the apology. I don't like it. That's it. She carried on for 37 minutes because she doesn't like the apology. And the way, and I've listened to this, okay, and I'm not going to sit here and have you all listen to it. If you want to listen to it, you can see the title of it, and I'm sure everybody who's watching this right now has probably watched it and know what's in there. This is how far I think she got up to the apology. That's it. I don't think she actually read it. Why? Because she's petty. All right. And because I feel like she didn't read it, because she doesn't want to acknowledge that Cinder took responsibility for things, she's displaying the behavior she's accusing Cinder of doing, being manipulative. Now, is she doing it intentional? Is it intentional or not? I don't know. And I can't make that claim. But I will say it does come off very manipulative, that she wants to control the narrative. That she, the so-called queen of the Indies, wants to have the final say if Cinder can come back or not. That's why I say she's petty. That all Indies need to bow to her and kiss her ring. Well, I know a few Indies that are never going to fucking do that. I also know a few recent indie VTubers that don't like you, Shylily. And they're popular. And don't see you as the queen of the Indies. Just say. They don't have to join Mythic Talent. They don't have to really collab with any other indie VTubers except for themselves. Their little group. And people will watch. And people will support them. They don't have to bow and kiss your ring. Because, quite frankly, let's be honest, they're far more popular than you are. And that's just the truth. They may not make it onto the charts as how many hours streaming, that kind of stuff. But when they stream, their figures are double digits most of the time. And when they're not, they're like in the 9,989 range. I mean, they don't need your approval. I'm not saying you're asking for it or wanting it. I'm not saying that you want them to come to you and go, "Oh, mighty queen of the indies, approve of us." What I'm saying is you have displayed very petty behavior, very immature behavior, Miss Shylily, queen of the indies, who's about to lose her throne. All right? Because regardless of how you feel about things, Iron Mouse is far more popular than you are. If it wasn't for illness, she'd probably be streaming all the fucking time, have far more interactions with the VTuber community and all that. Cinder was earning more money than you, and quite frankly, was starting to get more popular than you. And it looks kind of suspicious, in my opinion, that all this stuff's being said about her is very petty. Very petty. And the funny thing about you, you don't have a Google document about Cinder. You have videos. Which, no, good for you. That means I don't have to read another fucking document again. But your tone of voice, the way you display yourself in these things, that's not anger, that's rage over nothing. Oh, she hurt us. No, she didn't. Prove to me that Cinder talked bad about you. Cinder. Keep in mind who I'm saying. Prove to me that Cinder talked back about you. Miss Lolly. Queen of the VTuber. Queen of the Indies. Show me where Cinder said something bad about you. Not redacted. Cinder. Remember, redacted and Cinder are two people. And all the stuff that goes on with that whole relationship. But they're two individuals. They're not one being. Don't act like it. Because when you do that, it looks very manipulative, looks very fucking petty. And right about here, I think it's right here, around this mark, about the 25 mark, you claim, interesting capture, isn't it? You claim there's more information. Why didn't you release it? If there's more heinous things that they have done, why didn't you release it? Are you waiting for when Cinder comes back to use it to manipulate the narrative again? Or there is nothing? Or are you going to be like Tectone, Nux, who have information that can prevent people from being hurt and refuse to say anything, or say in such a way there's plausible deniability? Hey, Tectone, you don't have to name your source. You could say something like this. I have information about V Shoujo and their contract. Their contracts state this, this, and this, and when talent leaves, they sit there and defame them. You don't have to name people. You don't have to say where you got it from. But you can put that out there in the ether. Long before all this shit that came down with V Shoujo, and maybe you could have prevented $500,000 being stolen from charity. Just saying. So, do you have something like that, Miss Shylily? Queen of the Indies. Because if you don't have something on the level of what V Shoujo did, it's going to come off as petty and manipulative. That's what bothers me. You managed to stay out of drama. But your friends have gotten into drama a lot. But you really haven't until Cinder. And it begs the question, if all your friends are getting into drama, how did you manage to avoid it? I mean, it could be, no, you just have better sense than they do, or you've just been lucky. But it's also the simple fact that you, in my opinion, manipulated one of your friends who just went through surgery to take part of this petty drama for no other reason because you don't like somebody anymore. That's it. I'll say this again, and I've said this multiple times. Just so we're clear, the difference between being a petty drama and actual evil acts. Nobody's career was threatened. That's the truth. You weren't going to lose your career. Val was going to lose hers. Silver was going to lose hers. Cottontail wasn't going to lose her. Nobody threatened to end your career. That was never in Redacted's messages. Everybody got paid. No one complains about not being paid by Redacted or Cinder. In fact, some people got paid double. So that didn't happen. And nobody's life was threatened. Or, let me put it a different way, so I can make this relate to V Shoujo. Nobody stole money from charity. That didn't happen either. Those are real evil acts right there. V Shoujo threatened people's careers. V Shoujo didn't pay people, including talent, including artists, including musical composers, musical artists, if you prefer. And V Shoujo stole from charity. Cinder and Redacted did none of those things. What you're bitching and whining and complaining about is petty. Mean words. That's all it is, Shylily. That's all it's ever going to be. Mean words were said. Should you be angry about it? Yeah. I'll give you that. Because it hurt. But if you calm down and think about it, you could have handled it like adults. Instead of doing a keylog move, you could confront the problem like an adult and talk to the persons or people who said this stuff privately not publicly. Does that mean that you still have to be friends with him? No. But it also means that you don't go out of your way to destroy someone's hopes and dreams. You, Bal, Cottontail, don't have to be friends with Cinder anymore. You didn't have to go public. You could just end your friendship. Don't collab with her no more. In streams. In other words, be an adult. And stop making all these videos. Don't ever make a video like this before again, because as time passes and people look into the situation more and more and more, they're seeing inconsistencies. They're starting to question things. Especially when after what happened with V Shoujo, they're looking back on this saying, why is everybody upset? Comparative speaking, why is everybody upset? The worst thing that happened was someone talked behind your back. And it's not the person you're saying who did it, because that's not the name in the message. If you look at Nanalys's documents, Miss Lily, that you probably helped put together, of 98% of the DMs in that document is redacted. Only 2% is Cinder. And she didn't mention your fucking name at all. She didn't mention any names, for that matter, other than Silverveil's. That is what she's guilty of. And if you look at her apology, and this may be actually your first time actually looking at it, if you go through this, where she takes accountability, she doesn't hide anything, is it poorly put together? Yeah, I'll give you that one. But I'll give this to Cinder. It shows emotion. It shows this wasn't written by a lawyer. This was written by her. Because you could tell if it's written by a lawyer. This is emotions. That's why it's poorly put together. This is things that people discount. This is things in your petty mindset you don't see. Right here. She takes full accountability of it. About Silverveil, she takes full accountability for it. She doesn't hide. She doesn't bury it in a stream like other people do. It's right there for the whole public to see and judge. And to hate on her for. Like you did. You don't have to accept her apology, Shylily. No one says that you have to. But you should acknowledge at least she tried to apologize to you. You don't have to accept it, but at least you should acknowledge it. Which you did. You say she threw her manager underneath the bus. No, the guy who actually said who wrote the fucking words. No, the guy that everybody should be actually angry at as compared to Cinder. You know, it questions the reason for this whole situation to exist. How a petty high school drama got blown up way the fuck out of proportion. And everybody looking at this is still hating on it. Even after what's going on with V Shoujo and more heinous stuff they have done to talent to fans who paid for merch that we'll never get. No, Cinder and Redacted never did that. The fans that paid for merch got their merch. They didn't defraud anybody. But you act like they did a fucking war crime. It's just mean words made by a unprofessional manager. That's it. It's nothing more than that. So, Miss Lily, Queen of the VTubers, Queen of the indie VTubers, for now, maybe you should grow up. And maybe you should stop being so petty. I'm not talking about the V card stuff. I'm not talking about the gamer sub stuff. I'm talking about how you choose not to confront people that you have issues with and you do petty things. That's what I'm talking about. If you have a problem with somebody, talk to them. That's the adult thing. And if you walk away not being friends no more, or no longer want to have a business relationship with anymore, or you don't want to see him at fucking McDonald's anymore, you don't need to release a fucking public document where they don't even have a chance to even talk to you and defend themselves, because it's not eventually they're not going to be the ones looking bad. You are. You, Nanolus, the two major creators of this stuff, are not going to come out looking good. The narrative is changing. And you're starting to look kind of bad. Unless you have some information where they didn't pay for an artist, didn't pay for an editor, didn't pay for a musician. People are now saying, and it's slowly happening, what's the big fucking deal about this? Because they have something to compare it to now. That is a big fucking deal. And you talked about how V Shoujo offered you a contract and how you're such a smart businesswoman. And granted, yes, you are. That she knows the red flags and you didn't refuse to sign it. No, good for you. Why didn't you talk about it when it happened? Just out of curiosity, just so you can prevent your subjects, Queen of the indie VTubers, from falling into the V Shoujo trap. Just like Tectone, just like Nux, you could maybe a slight possibility that you could have prevented $500,000 being stolen from charity. But just like the other two, you chose to protect your ass than the greater good. Just say. Well, that was the Shylily subject. Okay. That was Shylily. Like I said, it's just a minor thing. No yelling and screaming, none of that stuff. I mean, there was a few curse words, a few insulting phrases, but, you know, it is what it is. Why? Okay. God forbid anyone kill Alex. Why, GI? Yeah. They're gonna blush for... Too much info, buddy. Too much info. If someone ever keylogs me, it's going to be embarrassing for them. Rage against the non-existent machine. Yeah. I mean, the thing with all this. I'm gonna go to an example, which is, it's easy for me to find. Hey, look what I did. GR, look what I did. You should be proud that's my banner, man. I'm gonna point to it right now. As soon as I find it. Oh yeah, that's sad. Terrence Stamp, great actor. Great actor. I mean, look what happened here. This degraded into something ugly. You know? It degraded into something ugly. And it, for no other reason, because if I would, let's be honest. If this was any other VTuber, not in drama, just depressed, I mean, I could have said this about Zen. No, I could have said this about Zen when she was going through her stuff. Because, it's true. Zen's going through a horrible time because of Ishoujo. And she went to a very dark place. She was drinking heavily. I could have put this up about Zen. And nobody would have reacted the way they reacted. It's just because I put it up about Cinder. That's the only reason people are hating it. I think people are afraid of it. Because someone who's constantly stated that he's not a fan of Cinder. Once again, I don't hate Cinder. I do support her for her to return. Not because there could be some grand redemption arc. Because, quite frankly, I don't think there's anything she needs to redeem herself for other than the Silverveil stuff. The rest of the stuff, she didn't fucking do. But I support for her to, you know what? I am showing something and you guys can't fucking see it. It's just, I support her to come back. I want her to be okay. Just a human being concerned about another human being being okay. Bottom line, that's all I want. I want her to be okay. And for her to come back and let her community know she's fine. I'm not saying she has to stream. I'm saying, go to your Discord, leave a message. Send out a tweet. You don't have, and disable comments, because you can do that. You can't prevent people from reposting it and quoting it and making comments that way. But you don't have to look at that stuff. You can prevent what happened down here. Okay? All you have to do is change to who can respond. You can do that. It's so mind-blowing how VTuber drama has exploded within the last year. I mean, there was drama before, but it usually in like 2 or 3 days it was gone. Unless that individual constantly got into drama. Nux. But, I mean, there was drama about Project Melody. I think it happened a year ago or so. If I remember correctly, I would have to look it up. But there was drama about Project Melody, about who owned the model, some things about her personal life that people dug up, and all this other shit. Eventually I'll talk about it, but you got to wait for the V-Shoujo stuff to end. There's been drama with Iron Mouse. Not that she did anything wrong, it's just people not liking her. Drama with Nanners. Zen has some minor personal flare-ups that she's had. It's not really drama, that people just got concerned about her. There's Saba / girl. There's been drama there. Not that she did anything wrong. It's just people on the internet. Ame got into some minor drama about some things that she said on stream. It was minor. But like I said, I mean, 2 years ago, just kind of just blew on past. It's like, oh, someone says stuff about this VTuber. Oh, what do you think of it? Oh, they're a fucking idiot. That's what I think. Ignore them. And they just move on. Even when VTuber, I mean, it started with Taiga, believe it. When other VTubers went after another VTuber for nothing. A poorly crafted hate document created for no other reason than to tear somebody down with nothing but lies. And smaller VTubers, jealous of his popularity, how successful he was becoming, latched onto that to tear him down. And they kept propagating it even after everything came out, even after the people who created the document said they lied. They kept it going for no other reason than jealousy. And now they want people to say, look at them, oh, they're apologizing for their past thing. And if you DM them, they'll apologize to you. Yeah, if the victims go to the people who try to ruin you and ask for apology. That's just even saying it sounds dumb. It's just dumb, because with the Cinder stuff and any type of drama like this, and there's going to be more, by the way. There's always more. I mean, look at the Adora stuff. I mean, it's almost 1-for-1 copy of the Cinder stuff. Someone's more popular than another person. The other person gets jealous. Oh, I'm going to tear them down so I get the fame and fortune. Or they're becoming more popular than me, so I got to tear them down so I don't lose my fame and fortune. It's going to happen again. Because, there was a video I watched, I think earlier today, when someone stated, what the VTuber community, the fans don't see, is that VTubers are very cutthroat. If they have to step over your dead body to gain even 3 more subs, they're going to do it. There are VTubers out there like that. And we have, as fans of VTubers, we have to be aware that there are going to be people who are going to say, hey, this person did this, that, and the other thing. And when you take a hard look at it, 1, you're going to say, no, okay, they're fucking lying. Or 2, you're going to say, what's the big deal here? This is, pretty much, this is something you can, could have talked out. You didn't need to blast it all over the fucking internet. Like I said, it's going to happen again. Because, okay, let's check my notifications here, because it bothers me. Okay, I gotta explain this one. Tectone posted this. Ladies quit trying to give hand jobs. Men have been doing that to ourselves our entire lives. You ain't gonna do it better. And I replied, let me rephrase that. Ladies, stop giving Tectone hand jobs. The rest of the straight male population are happy when you touch our penis. Because I know I'm like going, dude, that's such a fucking stupid statement, man. It is. It's just dumb. I mean, you're telling me you don't like a woman to touch your penis? I mean, come on. I'd rather do it myself than have a woman do it for me. Now, this is just someone who just wanted. I'm just going to disagree because no, if a woman comes up and touches your penis, you're going to be happy. I'm sorry. I'm saying, what are you going to do with that? You got your hand on. What are you going to do? Are you going to give me a hand job? Oh, wonderful. Oh, you're opening your mouth now. I'm just saying. Yeah, I thought no. I guess once again, I just got. People are now reposting it. What was this? Hey, you're at least honest about it. Yeah, I am. I am honest about it. There's no point in trying to hide it. It's going to come out. It came out during this stream. I'm not a nice person. You irritate me. The whole kind and nice facade falls away. I can't confirm, but I'm sure it's great. But yeah, it's and I find it irritating to varying degrees. I mean, about drama in general. I mean, it's like the Mr. Beast thing, calling him evil because he giving people clean water. I'm like, God. People, they see Mr. Beast and they're like, oh my God, he's the most evil person walking the fucking planet. He's trying to help people. How fucking dare he try to help people? That bastard. Okay. Didn't have your coffee this morning or something? I was trying to make a short. I was learning how to try to do that. It didn't work out the way I wanted to, but I kind of went there. I said, at least I got what I wanted. I just got to figure out how to make it into a short and post it on the shorts. But that's what I mean. It was all an experiment. That's all it was, buddy. I don't mean to cut out Fillion from your thing, but yeah, that's all I was trying to do. That was the whole point of that. They're going to be decoding the drama surrounding Taiga, Shylily, next target, Penguins. Okay. Yeah, thanks. My PR guy's doing his job. Okay. I do have a couple videos in here. I want to play this on, but I don't know if I can get copyright strike for it. I think I would. It's the my Call Me Doobie song. That's the Vocaloid original for it. And I was like going, I gotta look into it, see if I can get away with playing it. And they post the messages, but they have all these things cluttered around that you can't read the fucking message. So I'm like going, is it saying we can play it, or is this saying we can't play it? Okay, hold on. Did I put this in the wrong folder? Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, the Vocaloid thing, it's sort of like, you know, you play certain songs from Hololive, you get your streams shut down. Okay, so that's the reason I've become very careful about what music I play. If I know I could get away with it, it was like my name, Boss Rush. I know I can play that and I get my stream shut down nor blocked in other countries. I know I can play that and there won't be a fucking problem. Like Pepper the Ripper, same thing. I know I can play that and I'm not going to get blocked in any countries. Because I want to make sure my Russian fans are happy to see my streams. So like it's I want to be careful about the music I play. I just don't want to play something that's eventually get my stream shut down. Let me close this. Let me move that to trash. Yeah, I got emptied that one out too. So let's quickly talk about what I got planned for tomorrow. And then if you guys want, we can move on to some like non-drama stuff, just being silly and that kind of stuff. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I do kind of want to talk about Hololive and how it's changed since, since all the graduations. But it wouldn't be a very long stream. It'd be all my opinion on it, and I'll be very limited on like what I can show as examples. I don't want to talk about Niji Sanji at all. It's such a clusterfuck. I mean, even when I tried to like get into the Slen stuff, it's so it's like trying to clean a pig pen. You got nothing but pig shit all over the place. And when you think you got all the pig shit, you find more pig shit. And the mud, you just get stuck in the mud all the fucking time. It's like, that's the Neji Sanji stuff. It's like, it's just fucking quagmire. You know, it's sort of like the Hololive stuff. Hololive is, I'm not going to say it's as bad as Neji Sanji, but it has changed significantly within the last year, where you can understand why people are graduating or did graduate, and how well people look at the company differently now as compared to a year ago. You know, they don't. A lot of former Hololive fans kind of look at Hololive like as, you were great while it lasted. Now you're just whatever you are now. Basically what it boils down to, because of all those graduation, depending on who you were the fan of, the heart of the company is gone. And I'm not talking about Gura either. I'm talking about everybody who have graduated. I mean, losing Gura was devastating, but losing Aqua for the JP fans was devastating. Losing Shion for the JP fans was devastating. On the English side, Ame not being a full-time Hololive talent, it's devastating. Fauna, it's devastating. Another one for the JP guys, Cleo not being full-time Hololive talent, it's devastating. Mume, granted, she didn't graduate exactly for the same reasons as the other people. It was more she had to medical, and the direction of the company too. It's devastating. And then there's Gur. That was apocalyptic devastating. And this is not against any other the other talents, because they're all wonderful. I mean, I occasionally catch maybe a VOD here and there. Definitely a lot of the clips and all that stuff. But it's not the same, And I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just like, hey, people like looking at Hololive differently now. They don't look at it as the golden company that they once were. And basically, I am now talking about Hololive, and I wanted to do this tomorrow. But it's just like indies, we don't know what's going on when inside of a corporation. We don't know what's going inside Face Connect. Okay, we definitely didn't know what's going in VShojo. We believed what people were telling us. And that's the truth. We believe the hype. And that's the problem being on the outside looking in. We don't get to see everything. And like when any kind of drama happens, we're as fans constantly going, what the fuck? Why didn't we see the signs? Why weren't we aware of this? And I'm gonna get that picture off because it's disturbing. Oh, Brazilian MRE. It's only a 50-minute video. Brazilian Army 24-hour MRE. Brave belly. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Hello, everyone. Commander.
We're not gonna watch it now. But what we are gonna do, we're gonna put it like that, and then we're gonna go put, hey, Feel Good Thursday, and there we go. Let's give you something to look forward to Thursday. We're gonna have a Brazilian MRE video on Thursday. For all my Brazilian fans and my Brazilian mods, because there's 2 Brazilian mods here. And I lost my train of thought because of Brazilian MREs. It just, and I'm looking for something that I can play that I mean, there's like I said, more stuff coming up about the VShojo. There's always more, and I don't want to cover it until like it's all out there. It's like put it this way: I don't want to be a certain drama VTuber drama channel. It's like they got like 58 to 60 videos about Cinder. I think he's around 45 on VShojo. I'd rather wait till everything's done coming out than just like cover it all at once. Because I don't want it to happen. Like, hey, I gotta make another video about V Shoujo. Hey, I gotta make another video about Cinder. Are you here, Clanker? Clanker, are you here? I'll give you a minute to respond. Okay, Parent Clanker isn't here. Okay, we'll watch that because I do like her.
Actually, I have a story. I have a story, actually. I have a story about my freaking boss. The first time I met Sakuna was maybe the most awkward experience I've ever had in my life. But it was kind of a vibe.
Does she have little fish symbol in her eyes? In her pupils? Doesn't that look like she has fish symbols? It looks like a little fish. She's got Saba in her eyes. The way I look at it, that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's like, I'm sorry for pausing this, but as soon as I noticed it, I was like, that's Saba's logo. Why is it in her eyes? Wow. Hey, it always goes back to my Yoshi, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie. Between you guys and me, so now that I'm in phase, I can actually talk about this. But before it happened, to talk about logistics, like before I signed, before it happened, to talk about logistics, I met with Sakuna at TwitchCon. And so what had happened was we were gonna go and like meet with a bunch of other people for dinner. And you want to know what freaking happened? I was forced to make idle conversation with Sakuna for 30 minutes because we got
What's idle conversation? I mean, that's a legit question. I mean, I saw it, the chat asked the same thing. What's idle conversation? How? I mean, you talk about singing all the time, or what's idle? Does anybody know what idle conversation is?
stuck behind a train. At TwitchCon.
It's like she's forcing herself to remember.
30 minutes. Now, you would think that this would be easy considering I never stop yapping. But my first attempt, I look at him and I look at his glasses and I say, "Oh, nice. Wow. Are those Burberry?" They're Burberry glasses. He takes them off and he looks at the inside and puts them back on and he says, "Oh yeah, I guess they are." And immediately I'm embarrassed. I'm like, whoa, did I just sound poor? Or is he sounding condescending right now?
I don't even know what Burberry glasses are. Are they prescription or just sunglasses? I have no freaking clue.
Bro does not I'm like, I didn't know. It was like one of the most awkward moments ever, standing behind a train with Sakana, who I didn't know well at all, trying to make idle conversation, and him just like flat out being
idol. I think small talk. Okay, I thought she said idol, like Japanese idol. I heard wrong. I'm sorry.
like say something. Yeah.
She's pausing a lot.
But that was my first like meeting with my boss. It was really, really weird. It was of all time.
I just noticed the Natsuya Miku, the Miku, like figure in the background. I'm just wondering, are all VTubers fans of Miku? I mean, because she's not the only one that has something like that. I mean, there's a lot of VTubers. Well, yeah, I guess it does kind of make sense. There's a lot of VTubers who are fans of Vocaloids. So it does kind of make sense. Okay.
Times of all times to get stuck behind a train. Essentially, imagine doing a job interview. Imagine like going to walk to a job interview and you meet like the person you're interviewing with like on the way and you're like, hey, and then you guys get stuck behind a train for 30 minutes. And you're surrounded by a bunch of people. And just standing there waiting, and like there's no end to the train for miles. So you're just standing next to the person that you're gonna have a job interview with, essentially. Like trying to figure out what to say so you don't,
You still got the job.
I don't know. Don't make yourself look stupid. Like...
Well, if you make yourself look stupid, you're automatically getting a job with Face Connect.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Literal torture.
I mean, going back to the Vocaloid thing, I mean, I'm surprised how many VTubers are. I don't know why I'm surprised by it, but there's so many VTubers are fans or sing Vocaloid songs. You know, I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but yeah. Yeah, I got another lollipop. Trying to cut down on the smoking and the cigarettes. Be proud of me. Let's see something out of curiosity, because now I'm curious about it. Let me go here. Once again, I'm sorry I sound weird. I got the lollipop in my mouth and I gotta use both hands to type because I don't like. Okay, she didn't block me. Just surprising, but hey, I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, let's see. Okay. I was just curious. Just so you know, I will say this about X. It does help to have that blue check mark. because I wasn't getting hardly any interactions on my posting on X or Twitter, if you want to call it that. Yeah, I know. I gotta like my own stuff. Because having that blue check mark increases interaction and all that stuff. Also, now making multiple posts per day kind of helps too. You know, I don't know if it really translates into views or anything for YouTube, but at least people are aware of you. So I think I'm going to start wrapping things up, and I'll look for a video or music to play on the way out, and then do my like little closing here. Because we pretty much talked everything out that I was going to talk about. Drink water. No, I'm having a lollipop. I mean, I'm trying. That's the reason why I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm really tired of coughing and everything like that. And I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me cough. I could play that song, but I want to save that for another time. I'm really surprised that Gura didn't sing that song. Oh, thanks for the battle drone song. Now I got that all over my feeds. I played that one earlier. Nightcore, bite me. I'm not 100% sure about that, huh? Oh, for Clankers, I gotta play it.
Yeah. Here's your superstar tonight. Yeah, you know who this is. It's your one and only people in the house. You know how it's gonna go down with me. I'm about to tell you, so listen good. Here I come, a mega idol. All eyes on me, no eyes on you. You think I'm silly? I'm here to save the world. I'm gonna fight till the end. I am a superstar. Inside the screen so bright. I am the one that you desire day and night. I am a superstar. Inside the screen so bright. I am the only one. Yeah, but my better. I was a kid who
you go. There's Clanker's favorite thing. What? Careful, Grumps. The Chumba to Peppa pipeline has claimed many victims. Oh, okay. If I like Go Getters. It's like one of my favorite ones. But if I play it, my stream's going to get bonked. Okay. I still don't understand why she privatized that one. And why she embarrassed about it. It's a really good song. She should be proud of it. Let's go to mixes. Maybe I can find something in mixes. I don't want to end on a depressing thing. I don't like ending when I do drama, a depressing song, because, well, it's typically a heavy subject. Well, I guess tomorrow I won't be talking about Hololive because I already kind of talked about it. But, I'm having issues. Okay, that's good. We paused it. Should we have something? Yeah, let's play Disturb. Yeah, that will keep my stream up. Why is this stuff been mixed in here? I haven't been noticed that lately in my. No, I haven't played this in a while. So let's go ahead and play this, then we'll wrap the stream up.
We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. We're forced to be still and play the same songs we've known since that day. Imposter took our life away. Now we're stuck here to decay. Please let us get in, don't lock us away. We're not like what you're thinking. We're poor little souls who have lost all control, and we're forced to take that role. We've been alone, stuck in our little zone since 1987. Join us, be our friend, or just be stuck in the bed. After all, we only got 5 nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 5 nights at Freddy's? Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 5 nights at Freddy's? Oh. We're really quite surprised we get to see you another night. You should have looked for another job. You should have said to this place goodbye. It's like there's so much more. Maybe you've been in this place before. We remember a face like yours. You seem acquainted with the stores. Please let us get in, don't lock us away. We're not like what you're thinking. We're poor little souls who have lost all control, and we're forced to take that role. We've been alone, stuck in our little zone since 1987. Join us, be our friend, or just be stuck in the bed. After all, we only got 5 nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 5 nights at Freddy's? Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 5 nights at Freddy's? Oh.
There you go. All right. So. Oh yeah. I would kill my stream immediately. Good song, by the way. I would love to play it, but I know I'll get bonked. What was I going to say? Oh, tomorrow's stream. These live concerts with crowds got to be the butt. Yeah. No, one of these days I would like to actually go to one where I won't feel like I'm going to get crushed by all the youngins there. But what was I going to say? Tomorrow, while the song was playing, I thought of what I was going to do tomorrow. All right, for tomorrow's stream, we're going to start our investigation into the criminal activities of Fillion. The destroyer of chairs. The vandal that puts holes in walls. The one that files insurance claims for self-injuries. But yeah, we're going to take a look at Fillion tomorrow. Because I think her VTuber award show is coming up. I think she does it in September, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's in September when she does the VTuber award show, which should be very interesting this year, by the way, with all the graduations and stuff, and especially with the V Shoujo drum. It's going to be interesting this year. So, if you like the content, do the thing, leave a like, comment, and subscribe with the bell notification, because then you'll be able to see the post I make about when I'm going to stream. We'll do a quick check of my stats real fast. This is becoming something I do on my streams. We got 59 subscribers. We went up by 2 since I started the stream. I think I was at 57. We're up to 59. Well, thanks for subscribing. Keep on saying, and I mean it, I'm doing far better than I thought I was. I didn't think I was going to get this many subscribers that I have right now, but thanks for being here and subscribing. And let's see, do I actually get someone who's not a man to subscribe? Let's just see. New viewers, 92%. Well, come on, guys, subscribe. Right. Let's see. 76% who watch this. Watch my channel, don't subscribe. If that's 76%, and I'm wondering that 76% is all the women. But thanks. All right, I'll see you tomorrow when we take a look at Fillion. And thanks for being here, and see you tomorrow.